Abigail Nottingham, and the literary work I've chosen to speak to you about today is Paper People by Harry Baker. Harry Baker was born March 19th, 1992, and is a United Kingdom author and spoken word poet. His poem, Paper People, won the Poetry World Cup in Paris. Paper People is a spoken word piece that uses its superficial rhyme schemes and underlying humor to express the point that people are people. People are amazing, and we shouldn't let the problems of the world define us as, well, people. Please enjoy this reading of the amazing poem Paper People by Harry Baker. I like people. I like some paper people. They be purple paper people, maybe pop-up purple paper people. Proper pop-up purple paper people. How do you pop-up purple paper people? I hear you cry. Well, I'd probably pop-up purple paper people with a proper pop-up purple paper people paperclip. But I'd pre-prepare appropriate adhesives as alternatives. A cheeky pack of blue tack just in case the paper slipped. Because I could build up a pop-up metropolis, but I wouldn't want to deal with all the paper people politics. Paper politicians with their paper-thin policies, broken promises without appropriate apologies. There'd be a little paper me and a little paper you, and we could watch TV and it'd all be pay-per-view. We'd see the poppy paper wrappers rap about the paper package, or watch paper people carriers get stuck in paper traffic on the A4 paper. There'd be a paper princess cape, but we'd all stare at paper Pippa, and then we'd all live in fear of Killer Jack, the paper ripper. Because the paper propaganda propagates the people's prejudices. Paper's printing pictures of the photogenic terrorists. A little paper me and a little paper you. And in a pop-up population, people's problems pop up too. There'd be a pompous paper parliament who remained out of touch and who ignored the people's protests about all the paper cuts. Then the peaceful paper protests would get blown to paper pieces by the confetti cannons manned by the preemptive polices. And yes, there'd still be paper money, so there'd still be paper greed, and the paper piggy bankers pocketing more than they need. Purchasing the paupetur to pepper their paper properties. Others live in poverty and ain't acknowledged properly. But while their needs are ignored, the money goes to big wars. Origami armies unfold plans for paper planes, and we remain imprisoned in our own paper chains. But the greatest shame is that it always seems to stay the same. What changes is who's in power, choosing how to lay the blame. They're naming names, forgetting that these are the names of people. I like people. 'Cause even when the situation's dire, it is only ever people who are able to inspire. And on paper, it's hard to see how we all cope, but in the bottom of Pandora's box, there is still hope. People, and I still hope because I believe in people. People like my grandparents, who every single day since I was born have taken time out of their morning to pray for me. That's 7,892 days of someone checking that I'm okay. And that's amazing. People like my aunt who puts on plays with prisoners. People who are capable of genuine forgiveness. People like the persecuted Palestinians. People who get out of their way just to make your life better and expect nothing in return. You see, people have potential to be powerful. Just because the people in power tend to pretend to be victims, we don't need to succumb to that system. And a paper population is no different. There's a little paper me and a little paper you. And in a pop-up population, people's problems pop up too. But even if the whole world fell apart, then we'd still make it through. Because we're people. Thank you.